Why did U.S. Marines carry a civilian deer rifle into the middle of a war zone? Because their mission wasn't to fight a battle, their mission was to hunt. By 1965, the United States Marines faced a tactical crisis in Vietnam. Massive firepower was ineffective against an enemy that refused to fight in the open. To counter an invisible enemy, the Marines didn't need more bombs. They needed precision. But there was a problem. The Marine Corps had no official sniper program and no military sniper rifles. The solution was found in civilian sporting goods stores. They brought a hunter's weapon to fight a soldier's war. So, what exactly did a Marine sniper carry into the jungle? Let's break it down. Item number 1, the Winchester Model 70, pre-64. This wasn't designed for combat. It was a civilian hunting rifle, selected because military weapons lacked precision. Chambered in .30-06, it offered superior range and stopping power over the standard M16. Marines specifically sought out the heavy barrel target version. In the intense heat of Vietnam, standard barrels would warp after firing, destroying accuracy. But the heavy barrel remained stable. It existed for one purpose: surgical elimination, one shot, one kill. Item 2, the Unertl 8-power scope. This was an outdated relic from World War II. It was almost 2 feet long, heavy, and fragile. But in 1966, it was the only optic capable of providing the necessary clarity. The external adjustment mounts allowed for precise zeroing. Despite its flaws, that 8-power magnification allowed snipers to identify targets that were invisible to the naked eye. It turned the rifle into a long-range observation tool. Identification was just as important as the shot itself. Item 3, 30-06. M72 match ammo. Standard military machine gun ammunition was inconsistent, and for a sniper, inconsistency means missing the target. Marines utilized match-grade ammunition with a 173 grain boat tail bullet designed for competition, not warfare. The boat tail design cut through the air, keeping the bullet stable over long distances. It was selected to remove the variables, leaving only the shooter skill. Item 4, M17 Binoculars. The rifle is for killing, but the binoculars are for hunting. A sniper team spends 90% of their time observing and only 10% shooting. These provided a wide field of view, allowing the spotter to scan the tree line for unnatural movement. Without these, the rifle is useless. You cannot hit what you cannot find. Item 5, the data book. This was the sniper's memory. In the chaos of the jungle, instinct is not enough. Every shot, every wind adjustment, and every range estimation was recorded. It transformed sniping from an art into a science. Consistency was the key to survival. Item 6, the M1911A1 and the K-bar knife. The Winchester was a bolt-action rifle. It was slow. It was useless in a sudden ambush. The pistol and knife served as the sniper's insurance policy, carried strictly for self-defense during movement. If a sniper was forced to use these, the primary mission had already failed. They existed to buy time to escape. Item 7, the Boonie hat and the white feather. The Boonie hat was chosen to break up the human silhouette, but for Gunnery Sergeant Carlos Hathcock, it became a psychological tool. He famously attached a white feather to his hat. Tactically, it was a mistake. It ruined camouflage, but psychologically, It was a challenge. It signaled to the enemy that he was there and he was not afraid. It transformed the gear into a symbol of fear. Item 8, bug juice and C-Rations. A sniper's greatest weapon was patience. Missions required days of lying motionless in insect-infested terrain. Insect repellent and canned food weren't for comfort. They were for discipline. They allowed the sniper to remain in position, unseen and unheard. Waiting longer than the enemy was often the deciding factor in who lived and who died. Item 9, the Lensatic compass. In the triple canopy jungle, there is no GPS, no landmarks, only green hell. One wrong degree on this dial meant walking into an ambush or disappearing forever. It was the difference between being lost and being lethal. Item 10, camouflage face paint. The human face is a beacon. Skin shines with sweat and reflects light. To hunt a human, you must stop looking like one. Patterns of green and loam erasing the man and creating a monster. Item 11, the M18 smoke grenade. If the mission goes wrong, if the hunter becomes the hunted, this is the escape ticket used to mark a landing zone for a frantic extraction. When you pop this pin, you're praying for the sound of rotor blades. Item 12, the sniper veil. A simple mesh net draped over the scope or the face. Okay? It disrupts the hard lines of the rifle and the glare of the optics. It allowed the Marine to see the world while remaining a ghost within it. Item 13, USMC OG 107, utility uniform. Unlike later wars, there was no specialized sniper clothing. Marine snipers wore the same olive green utility uniform as every infantryman, lightweight, breathable, and completely unsuited for concealment. In the jungle, the uniform absorbed sweat, darkened with moisture, and quickly lost its original color. But that weakness became an advantage. Dirt, mud, and mildew broke up the outline of the human body, better than any factory-made camouflage. There was no such thing as a sniper suit, only a Marine adapting his uniform to the environment. From sporting goods stores to the history books. By late 1967, the Winchester Model 70 was replaced by the military standard Remington M40, but this improvised kit laid the foundation for the modern U.S. Marine Scout Sniper program. It proved that when technology falls short, the soldier's skill fills the gap. Do you prefer the classic wood and steel or modern technology? Let me know in the comments and subscribe to Historical Armory.